Morelia, Michoacán, Mexico. The right of reply is granted, regarding what was published in Michoacán, Michoacán, Mexico, by Daniel Chavarria, of World Press Agency National Graphic Press, reporter and camerawoman, Margarita Hernandez, video, audio, and projection, Brandos Chavarria. Walking through the arcades of the city of Morelia, Michoacán, Mexico, I ran into a robust, tall, light-skinned man with elegant features. He approached me and asked, "Are you a journalist?" I replied, "Of course, how can I help you?" He showed me his cell phone and said, "Did you write this?" "Yes, I did." He said, "Could you grant me the right of reply as a citizen?" I answered, "It is a constitutional right, and I am at your service." Then he told me, "Look, in Morelia, Michoacán, we don't have compra de piso extortion fees. Morelia, Michoacán, is the capital of the state of Michoacán." I replied, "I know, that's why I'm here." He also told me, "Observe, everyone is working. It's calm, others are having coffee. Others are having breakfast, but everyone is at peace, and we don't have social problems that could cause instability in the state." At the moment, I asked him, "Do you work for the state government or the federal government?" And he replied, "No, I am a businessman, and my income is my own. And we don't want a violent state. We are looking for a way to calm things down. Could you please tell me your name and what municipality you're from, as well as what your businesses are?" "Certainly, with pleasure. My name is Candido Vilacamian. I am originally from the municipality of Nuevo Laredo, Michoacán, and I am dedicated to the import and export of Hass avocado, better known as green gold. I transport it, offer it, and sell it in the United States." "Mr. Candido, you're asking me for the right of reply. Do you know the governor of the state of Michoacán?" "Of course, I know him. He is an honest, humble man who studied at one of the best universities in the country, which is the Universidad Michoacana de San Nicolas de Hidalgo. Could you tell me about his academic or political background?" "Of course, with great pleasure. I have had meetings with him in his security cabinet to discuss what affects those of us who produce avocados and transport avocados in our trailers." "Who was the governor of Michoacán, and what does he do?" "Well, you know that as a journalist. He dedicates himself to governing a very controversial state with great needs, but it is the richest state in the Mexican Republic because of its natural resources." "But who was the governor of the state of Michoacán?" "Look, Chavarria. The current constitutional governor of the state of Michoacán de Ocampo is Licenciado Alfredo Ramirez Bedolla. Alfredo Ramirez Bedolla was born on February 23, 1976, in Morelia, Michoacán. His profession is lawyer. Bachelor of Law, at the Universidad Michoacana San Nicolas de Hidalgo, with a master's degree in industrial property, copyright, and new technologies, at the Universidad Panamericana. Relevant previous positions: Undersecretary of Development for Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises, in the government of Michoacán. Director General of the Institute for Training for Work of the State of Michoacán. Local Deputy for District the 17th in the Congress of Michoacán, 2018 to 2021. Constitutional Governor of the State of Michoacán de Ocampo. He assumed office on October 1, 2021, for the period 2021 to 2027. Political parties in his career. Ramirez Bedolla has been a member of two main political parties throughout his career. Party of the Democratic Revolution, PRD. Period. From 1997 to 2014. Positions held. He held various responsibilities within the party, one of the most notable being president of the Municipal Executive Committee of the Party of the Democratic Revolution in Morelia, in the 2011 to 2012 period. Subsequently, in the National Regeneration Movement, Morena. Period. From 2014 to the present. Positions and candidacies. He was Secretary of Cooperativism, Solidarity Economy, and Civic Movements of the National Executive Committee of Morena. He has been a candidate for the municipal presidency of Morelia, 2015-2021. He was elected local deputy nominated by Morena, 2018 to 2021. He was nominated by Morena for the governorship of Michoacán in the 2021 elections, resulting in his election. He later joined Morena, the party with which he currently serves as governor. Mr. Candido, the preparation and vital curriculum of the governor of Michoacán are excellent, which I will include in my journalistic column. But what about the reports in social media and media outlets involving him in the death of Carlos Alberto Manzo Rodriguez? Look, Daniel Chavarria, for me as a citizen, everything that is said in the media and on social networks is a lie because, although they did not have a good friendly relationship, there was always institutional respect. This was demonstrated by our governor by going to the funeral home where the municipal president of Michoacán, Michoacán, Carlos Alberto Manzo Rodriguez, was being watched over, and he was run out of there because the people were unaware of the situation, and there was a person who incited hatred to go against the governor, who had come to offer his condolences to the deceased's family, who, by the way, was an excellent human being, a person of principles, an honest person, a pleasant person, a humble person who took pictures with anyone and shook hands with anyone because, as he used to say, Carlos Alberto Manzo Rodriguez, I have no enemies. The criminal groups want to eliminate me because I don't let them work in my municipality, and I tell them to go to the hills, to fight there, but not here, and if they want, I'll lend them the town square so they can get themselves killed there. But when there is no citizen, Carlos Alberto Manzo Rodriguez said that a lot. Well, Mr. Candido, with what you tell me, it is obvious that the governor had nothing to do with it, but there are many speculations linking him to these matters. Chavaria, they are opportunistic people, political haters-on, malicious people, perverse people, people who have no principles, people who look for a way to stand out and latch on to these events that are harming the family of Manzo Rodriguez, businessmen, politicians, and people who want to take advantage of the pain of others. So, what you want me to understand, Mr. Candido, is that the governor had nothing to do with this matter. Of course not, Daniel Chavaria, we Michoacanos knowing what we know that we have an excellent governor. He is beyond any perverse defamation. As a journalist, Daniel Chavaria, you have to wait until the authorities of the State Attorney General's Office of Michoacan and the Attorney General's Office of the Republic hold a press conference and make a proper, detailed, scientific statement with a theory of the crime and how the events occurred, exactly as they can be framed in the investigation files. Mr. Candido, are you a lawyer? Yes, Daniel Chavaria, but I am a businessman, and I live from my personal businesses. My father sent me to study law. Mr. Candido, do you have any personal interests in this matter? No, Daniel Chavaria, we Michoacanos want a peaceful and calm state, free from violence, free from public insecurity, free from criminal groups, free from people who threaten the existence and work of others. We want a better Michoacan, as Carlos Alberto Manzo Rodriguez always wanted, rest in peace. That is what we Michoacanos want. We don't want to be killing each other or confronting each other. We want a prosperous state for the good of our children and our grandchildren. That is what we dream of. That is what we want, Daniel Chavaria. Can you tell me, Mr. Candido, about the governor of Michoacan, that we have an excellent governor and that we businessmen are going to work for the greatness of the state government? We seek social equity because citizens, as Luis Donaldo's Colosio Merida said, are hungry and thirsty for justice. Thank you very much, Mr. Candido, I mean, Lawyer Candidos, for giving me your points of view in this interview, which I am going to publish in the media that read and watch me. Thank you, Daniel Chavaria. Everyone knows you, but you don't know them, because everyone reads what you write because it is real, it is not maliciously elaborated lies, they are not invented news by men and women who lack integrity, they only seek sensationalism and candidatismo, a term for paid political propaganda, so that politicians and businessmen give them money. That type of journalist is useless because they always side with whoever pays them the most, and you, Daniel Chavaria, do not ask any politician for money. That gives you credibility, objectivity, and professionalism. Thank you very much, Lawyer Candido. Thank you very much, Daniel Chavaria. God bless you always. And we move forward for an informed Mexico. World Press Agency, National Graphic Press, International Mexico. Journalists of the world, we publish in La Voz del Mundo in the state of Michoacan, as well as on international networks. Visit us on our website, and we publish in 4 languages: English, Russian, Mandarin Chinese, and Spanish. Share so that people find out. Is there anything else I can translate or help you with regarding this text?